Hello Africa, please watch this video how Captain Ibrahim Traoré exposed puppet leaders in Africa.
Personally, I would say that there are many African heads of state who do not like me. There are many people out there who do not really appreciate me. Maybe it's because they're jealous. Maybe also I'm a threat to their master. Whatever the case, I don't hold it against them. And they pretend, when people meet them, they pretend to like me. But I know that there are many who do not like me. But our prayer is that God changes them deeply in their hearts. That God fills their hearts with love, not for us, but for their people. So that they love their people and that they fight for their people. Because we will continue to preach the message so that their youth wakes up. And I pray to God that He puts love in their hearts, that they love their youth, that they love their people, and that they fight for the well-being of their people. Maybe through that, we too will benefit from a bit of love from them. And I pray to God that this may happen, and very soon that we may look in the same direction, see that we must fight for the well-being of our peoples, our youth, our continents, our countries. And through this, there is no other choice. We will unite. Because Africa is immensely rich, we have a huge market, and we have brilliant minds all over the world. And we will bring all our brilliant minds to work with us. Africa needs all its sons and daughters in order to develop. And you carry this message, you carry this fight, and we must do everything we can so that this fight succeeds, and as soon as possible. That is very important, because you must see this fight succeed in a very short time, and it is indeed possible. So I encourage you, I congratulate you for everything you are doing. And before I conclude, I invite you at every opportunity to come back to Burkina Faso, because we are going to transform Burkina Faso, make Burkina an example so that people can see that it is possible.
Many African heads of state don't like me. Those words weren't whispered in private. They were declared boldly by Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the 36-year-old leader of Burkina Faso. But why? Why would a man who speaks of unity, sovereignty, and pride become a threat to so many in power? Today we explore the rise of Captain Traoré, the fearless leader shaking the foundations of Africa's political order and reigniting the Pan-African dream. Captain Ibrahim Traoré is not your typical African president. In fact, he never aspired to be one. Born in 1988, Traoré was a geologist by training, a soldier by duty, and a revolutionary by necessity. In 2022, at just 34 years old, he led a popular military uprising in Burkina Faso, a country long plagued by insecurity, corruption, and external interference. What made him different wasn't just his youth or his military uniform, it was his vision. Traoré didn't just speak of Burkina Faso, he spoke of Africa, of freedom, of dignity, of a continent rising on its own terms. To many young Africans, he became a symbol, proof that it was possible to lead with courage without bowing to foreign powers. There are many African heads of state who don't like me. When Traoré made this statement, it echoed far beyond Burkina Faso. It was more than a personal opinion. It was a direct shot at the political establishment across the continent. Why would fellow African leaders dislike a man calling for unity? The answer is simple. He challenges the system, a system where many leaders still rely on former colonial powers, where loyalty to foreign interests outweighs service to the people. Traoré is calling that out. Publicly, he refuses to be a puppet. He refuses to stay silent. And for those who benefit from the status quo, that makes him dangerous. Traoré's message is rooted in Pan-Africanism, the belief that Africa must stand together, politically, economically, and culturally. His words echo the greats, Kwame Nkrumah, Thomas Sankara, Patrice Lumumba. He has called for the rejection of Western military presence, stronger regional alliances, like the recent alliance of Sahel states with Mali and Niger, investment in African industry and self-reliance education that uplifts African history and pride. He even removed French as the official language from certain administrative settings, emphasizing African identity and autonomy. This vision scares those who fear losing control, but it inspires a generation tired of dependency, tired of false promises, and hungry for true change. Of course, Traoré is not without critics. Some accuse him of being authoritarian. Others claim his military rule lacks long-term strategy, and many point out the challenges Burkina Faso still faces: terrorism, poverty, and limited infrastructure. But here's the difference. He's confronting these issues head-on, and unlike many leaders, he's doing it while refusing external control. Some African leaders, especially those with ties to old colonial powers, see him as a threat, not because of what he's done wrong, but because of what he might inspire: a continental awakening. Traoré is not alone. Across Africa, a new wave of leaders and thinkers is emerging, calling for sovereignty, unity, and pride. From Thomas Sankara's legacy in Burkina Faso to youth movements in Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, and beyond, there is a shift happening. The African Union, ECOWAS, and other regional bodies are being challenged to reflect the true will of the people, not the influence of foreign interests. Traoré's voice, bold as it may be, is only one of many rising across a continent that refuses to be silenced any longer. Captain Ibrahim Traoré may be disliked by some African heads of state, but to millions of Africans, he represents hope. Hope for an Africa that is united, sovereign, and proud. Hope for a future where the next generation of leaders rise not to please the West, but to serve their people. So the question is, if speaking truth, defending sovereignty, and inspiring unity makes you disliked, then maybe, just maybe, we need more leaders like Captain Traoré.
Yes, welcome back, brothers and sisters, dear lovely family. This is how African leaders are betraying Captain Ibrahim Traoré and sometimes are engaging in mission to assassinate him. So let us ask ourselves what the reason behind the hate against Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Why African leaders hate Captain Ibrahim Traoré? You know, when Captain Ibrahim Traoré came to power, some thought that he will fail. Some thought that he will not succeed because maybe he's too young. But as time goes, Captain Ibrahim Traoré shocked puppet leaders and also exposed weak leaders and the cowards. And that's why they hate Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Captain Ibrahim Traoré has shown Africans that even small amount that we have, we can make changes. We can develop our nations. Try to imagine, what if Captain Ibrahim Traoré is maybe he's the president of Democratic Republic of Congo, a country that is so rich in terms of natural resources. How can Congo be developed? So with Burkina Faso, with limited resources, we have seen how Captain Ibrahim Traoré, within 2 years, has changed many things. Right now, the whole country of Burkina Faso is under construction. So puppet leaders, political leaders, afraid what is happening in Burkina Faso will awakening youth in their country. That's why they hate him. They hate him because maybe Captain Ibrahim Traoré is a threat to their master. They love white people, but Captain Ibrahim Traoré don't fear white people. Don't fear Trump, don't fear anyone. Don't fear Putin. So when Captain Ibrahim Traoré visited Putin, he believed himself. That's what they fear. They fear that they're in power for too long, they did nothing. But Captain Ibrahim Traoré, for 2 years only, he did a great thing that even those who were in power for more than 4 decades, for instance, Paul Biya, Traoré has done within 2 years. They fear awakening of young people. You know, I've been saying this many times, that, and that's why you saw ECOWAS, you saw African Union kept silent when Burkina Faso was destabilized. France tried to destabilize and plan a mission to assassinate Traoré. African Union kept silent. ECOWAS, regional body, kept silent, and even other regional bodies stayed silent. But what we see right now is individuals, Africans in the diaspora, Africans in the continent, Pan-Africanists, moving to Burkina Faso. Last week, you saw a former president of South Africa, Jacob Zuma, was in Burkina Faso. African diaspora was in Burkina Faso. President of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, visited Burkina Faso. Few leaders have started going to Burkina Faso to learn new revolutions, what is happening in Burkina Faso. We saw Pan-Africanists gathered in Burkina Faso. The thing that these political leaders, puppet leaders, are not happy with. So if you don't like Captain Ibrahim Traoré, what do you like? So a man who calling for unity is a threat to you. A man who is calling for return home of our African descents, African diaspora to come and invest in Burkina Faso is a threat to you. What are you fearing, brothers and sisters? You leaders who hate Traoré, what are you fearing? You fear the truth. You fear the truth. You fear to be held accountable. That's what you fear, brothers and sisters. You call yourself honorable. His Excellence, Her Excellence, Madame, Excellency. You call yourself a lot of names, but you fear the truth. And you hate this young revolutionary leader. So keep with your own hate. We are young people, Africans, we are going to support Traoré. Even today, if something will happen, I'm ready to go to take the arm to fight for Traoré. Myself, I'm ready. Because what he's doing is not for me, it's for the coming generation. I saw even Joshua Maponga spoken the same, that if someone will try to touch Traoré, he's ready as a reverend to go into the battlefield. Not only him, millions of Africans are ready to fight behind Traoré. Because Traoré is our prophet. Whether you like it or you don't like it, Traoré is our prophet. Traoré is not stealing from us, keeping money in Europe, hiding money in Europe, in America, in some islands. Traoré is staying in Burkina Faso, building Burkina Faso. So you leaders who stealing from your people, who stealing African resources, hide amount of money in some banks outside, hiding money in some islands, stealing from your people, you are the one who hate Traoré. You hate Traoré because you fear to be exposed. And this time you have nowhere to hide because everything is open. And I thank Traoré for awakening Africans. Right now we see that even those who are at young ages can do changes. You know, African leaders, many of them are too old. They fear young people. They fear new ideas. That's what they fear. They don't want new ideas. They think Africans, we are like animals. We don't think beyond. We don't think far. But this time, we are saying Africans, we are uniting behind Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Whether you politicians, you political leaders, you are not happy with Captain Ibrahim Traoré, it's your issue, it's your own mind your business. We Africans, we are saying we are going to unite behind Traoré. The time will come, you will remember these words. If we don't unite behind Traoré, we'll be punished one by one. I said this many times. You saw what happened to South Africa. Trump threatened South Africa. He didn't stop there. He went right now he's right now in Nigeria, threatening Nigeria. He will not stop there. He will go to other countries. But because of disunity and self-hate you have Africans, especially those political leaders, you are the engine of these issues, trouble of these issues. We are suffering because of you, because of your self-hate. Let us come together, brothers and sisters. Let us unite, we Africans. You black people, what's wrong with you? You're given harm to fight each other. Why you fight each other? And you are the ones who are claiming you are Christian, you are Islam. You love God. Why you love God? Why you hate people who created by God? Why you believe that God has created in his image, created people in his image, and you hate the people of God, Africans, who have bewitched us? Who has bewitched us? Who has bewitched us? So Africans are working mission to assassinate, to remove leaders. We have seen Ouattara of Cote d'Ivoire trying to do so, working with France, Macron. We have seen Bola Ahmed Tinubu working closely with Macron, and he thought that it would be safe. You saw Trump come against his government. That's how the world is operating. It's we black people who don't love each other, who don't protect each other, who don't support each other. My question, when will Africans, black people, come together and unite? When? When? I'm asking, when will Africans, black people, come together and speak with one voice? Unite behind a revolutionary leader like Traoré. And these are the same people who, when they speak in Addis, they quote Thomas Sankara, Gaddafi. But when these revolutionary leaders were assassinated, they kept silent. But today they are saying, they are taking quotes. Thomas Sankara, Kwame Nkrumah. So Kwame Nkrumah told Africans to unite. And that's what Captain Traoré is doing. You saw yourself how diaspora came back home in Burkina Faso, united. Africans in the diaspora, Africans in the Caribbean, Africans in the continent, bring them together. Traoré removed visas. And you hate him. Stop jealous. Stop self-hate. To hate Traoré, you're hating yourself. And you come out and say, Africa is one. Which one you are talking about? You are a sellout. You are a puppet. You are a coward. Let us come together, brothers and sisters. Let us unite under Traoré. This continent has no reason to be backward, to be poor, to have poor people. This continent has no reason to have conflict. Look what is happening in Sudan. Brothers against brother. Look what's happening in South Sudan. Brother against brother. Machar and Salva Kiir. Go to Democratic Republic of Congo. You find destabilization. Go to Mozambique, northern Mozambique. Destabilization. Go to Sahel. Destabilization. Go to Libya. Destabilization. When you will say Africa is at peace? We agreed to sign the gun by the year 2020. We failed. Have we asked ourselves why we failed to sign the gun? People are making money through our lives. It doesn't make sense. Someone from outside there giving us weapons, kill each other, and that man or that woman make a lot of money. You Africans, wake up, wake up, wake up. So let us not speak for too long, brothers and sisters. The aim of this video to wake up all of us, the people of Africa, and bring all of us together, unite, and speak with one voice under the leadership of revolutionary leaders such as Captain Ibrahim Traoré, Abdulrahman Chian, Assimi Goïta. The time is now for we Africans to come together and unite. If you have something to share with us, please do so through the comment section. And also, I welcome you to join the big family of Make Africa Great by subscribing and also share this video to other Africans to get the message from Traoré and from you, because your comment will be valued if we reach many Africans through your like. Thank you. Have a nice time.
Thank you, Africa, Mama Africa.